The secrets of a handshake. Now, I have a disclosure for you right up front. It would be absolutely impossible for me to teach you everything you need to know about a handshake in one short session. So, here are the highlights. The first thing I want you to know is that in professional business etiquette, there is no male or female. You honor all people alike. There is rank and status, but that's a whole other training. However, there is no male or female differentiation. So if you're wondering, do I shake hands or not shake hands? Or do I sit or do I stand? Protocol is this: you stand and you shake hands. And you want to make sure that there's nothing between you and that other person, such as a desk or a table. Show the courtesy of getting up and walking around the desk to shake a person's hand. It will make them feel special. The next thing I want to share with you is this. When you're at a gathering, whoever extends their hand first has the advantage. So don't be shy about extending your hand. And stop worrying about getting a disease. Diseases are not spread through handshaking. When shaking hands, remember to wash your hands often or keep hand sanitizer handy. Keep your hands away from your face, and for goodness sake, don't put them in your mouth. Use some common sense. A handshake conveys critical information. The savvy professional learns to pay attention to a handshake. It's giving you critical information about that person. And you're conveying information about yourself as well. There are 12 different kinds of handshakes, and it's important to learn what your particular handshake is saying about you. That is a whole other training. So for today, how do you shake a hand? And who taught you to shake hands? Those are the questions I love to ask, and I hear a lot of answers to those questions. I hear, I know how to shake a hand. My dad taught me, or my grandmother taught me, or my teacher showed me how to shake a hand. And there are typically two things that people say. Number one, that they know that a handshake must be firm. And number two, when you shake someone's hand, you look them in the eye. Well, you're on the right track. However, there's much more to a world-class handshake than those two steps. In professional business etiquette, a handshake is the only appropriate physical touch. Let me repeat that. In professional business etiquette, a handshake is the only appropriate physical touch. I just saved some of you from a lawsuit. Keep your hands to yourself. That's one of the things that makes a handshake so amazing. It connects two human beings. It's a way of connecting with another person. So here we go. Here are the 8 handshake checkpoints. Number 1, square up your body. Don't tilt your head or lean to one side. Square up. This says we are equal. Number 2, eye contact. Look the person in the eye. This is a form of acknowledgement that says you are important and I am confident. Number 3, smile. Smile as you extend your hand. This lets the other person know that you really do want to connect with them. Number 4, flat hand. As you extend your hand, be sure it is flat. A cupped hand says, I do not want to do business with you. And a cupped hand is one of the most common handshake mistakes. Be sure your hand is flat. Number 5, connect web to web. There's a web between your thumb and forefinger. Be sure you connect with the other person's web and don't stop short, or you may be considered a dead fish. That is not a good first impression. So be sure you connect web to web. Then, number 6, wrap your fingers. Wrap your fingers around the other person's hand firmly, but not too hard. You don't want to be considered a bone crusher who's arrogant and controlling. Be considerate of the other person. Number 7, 3 smooth pumps from the elbow, not from the shoulder and not from the wrist. This motion is very smooth. It's from the elbow and it stops with 2 to 3 pumps. Many people are what I call jigglers, and they pump your arm 10 to 15 times when shaking your hand. This can make you feel like you just came in contact with an earthquake. Not exactly the professional business image that you're looking for. And then the last step of a handshake, number 8, is simply release. Let go of the other person's hand. I trust this brief overview of a world-class handshake has been helpful and will assist you on your road to success.